With us now, Congressman Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, head of the Judiciary Committee. Welcome on set, sir. It's good to see you. Is the Republican Party fully united right now in the shutdown and in going after, broadly speaking, Trump's enemies?
No, we're united in support of what we told the voters we were going to do. We're united in the success President Trump has had, whether it's securing the border, whether it's cutting taxes, whether it's getting men out of women's sports, whether it's the huge peace deal that was announced this weekend in Israel, and the fact that the hostages...
So you guys are feeling more powerful than ever?
No, I feel like we're doing what we told the voters we were going to do. And then relative to the Justice Department, this is a Justice Department that's taking the facts, applying the law to those facts, and prosecuting where appropriate, certainly so with Jim Comey and Letitia James.
Okay. So you're now saying that you're going to demand testimony on the prosecutions against Trump. This is a letter that you put out to Jack Smith. That was the special prosecutor appointed for Donald Trump that indicted Donald Trump. As the committee continues its oversight, your testimony is necessary to understand the full extent to which the Biden-Harris Justice Department weaponized federal law enforcement. Are we going to just get into an endless cycle of this? No, hold on. It's a question, though, okay? If Democrats take control of the House, right, there's every expectation they're going to drag every member of the Trump DOJ. Right. So this is just the endless cycle, right? What makes this different?
This is us doing our constitutional duty of oversight. This is the fact that we've brought in three of the individuals who were part of Jack Smith's special counsel team, three of the lawyers. Two of them took the fifth. One of them 73 times, another one 71 times. So they take the fifth, and then you couple that fact with what we know about Jack Smith's investigation. They put a gag order on President Trump. They raided his home. They manipulated evidence. We know that. But the court filing, when they took the classified information, so-called classified information from President Trump's home, they changed the sequence and had to file something new with the court. They tried to persuade and someone used the term bribe a lawyer for one of the defendants. They said, we didn't know you were a Trump supporter. We thought you were interested in this federal judge position. This is Stanley Woodward, a lawyer who came and testified in front of our... So they did all that, not to mention taking a sitting member of Congress's phone prior to Jack Smith's special counsel team being put together, but lawyers who did that. And then they spied on 8 members of Congress. So that's why we want to talk to Jack Smith.
And I'm trying to figure out how this is different, because I've asked Democrats the same question, okay? Donald Trump took the fifth 450 times with Letitia James. If we're going to just continue this of Democrats investigating Republicans when they're in power and Republicans investigating Democrats when they're in power, how are you guys going to get anything done?
We're focused on getting to the facts, getting to the truth, and holding people accountable who did wrong.
Which is exactly the same thing Democrats say when they come on the show.
Well, but the country, there was an election about that, and the country understood what the Democrats did was weaponization of the federal government, particularly the Justice Department, and it was lawfare run amok. Whether it was Alvin Bragg, Jack Smith, Fonnie Willis, you name it.
And we've talked about every one of them on the show. This may be a different point. If the economy does not, I would say, improve, but certainly if we do not have real change, you know this coming from Ohio better than anybody else, all of this stuff about weaponization of the federal government, as bad as it is, not going to matter a lick to the voters. Here's Mark Mitchell of Real America's Voice, clearly a pro-Trump network. Take a listen.
I think Trump immediately needs to get back to domestic policy stuff. Donald Trump had a pretty high approval rating in the middle of June, and then what happened is we started getting involved in Israel and Iran, and his approval rating started tanking. And people were overwhelmingly supportive of taking out Iran's nuclear program, but the reason that he got elected was because of economic concerns and because of a blowback of the Biden regime overreach, weaponization of government, and the collapsing trust.
So the Biden stuff you're taking care of, you have no worries about the economy?
No, I think the economy is moving in the right direction. I feel good about that. I think the fact that we cut taxes, that's a good thing. The huge tax increase was going to happen if we didn't do the big, beautiful bill. That bill was good for America. And you know that bill was good. I always say, you know that bill was good because the left hated it, because it empowered families, let them keep more of their money, secured the border, said for the first time in our federal tax code, we're going to have a school choice component built into the tax code. So really good for families. I think that's going to help our economy grow. I think the fact that interest rates are coming down, what the Fed announced a few weeks ago, I think all that is helpful. And then you couple that with all the promises President Trump made that he's now accomplished relative to the border, relative to peace in Israel, relative to the tax cuts, all those things.
You know I'm going to tell you, because it's true, that the polling doesn't say that you are right about any of this.
You don't think it was is a good deal in Israel? You don't think that's good? You don't think securing the border has been popular with the voters?
I'm saying three-quarters.
On that issue alone, every single poll shows Americans trust Republicans on securing the border and taking care of immigration.
I'm talking about the economy. Three-quarters of the Americans, 74% of Americans, describe the economic conditions as only fair or poor.
Well, we hope they get better, and I think they are on the right path. And that is always important, particularly in midterm elections. I think it's important in all elections, and I think it will get better. President Trump's economy in his first term was great. I think it's going to move in the right direction here, and we got a year until the midterms. I think things are moving in the right direction. And we don't get the deal in the Middle East the president got. You don't get that if he doesn't show the strength and resolve and do what he said he was going to do relative to Iran. You don't take out their nuclear capabilities. I don't think you get that.
We've praised that. I don't know how many.
Just like in his first term, you don't get the Abraham Accords if he doesn't put the embassy in Jerusalem. This is the guy who does what he said. I heard some of that.
Okay, good. Okay, there you go. I want to get back to this though about the way the president is approaching the American people still in campaign mode, because I noted at Charlie Kirk's funeral, huge crowds left in the middle of President Trump's speech when he started talking about how I hate my enemies. Charlie didn't hate my enemies. Today, it was a little bit more toned down. And then there was Erica talking about her daughter on her daughter's father's birthday. Take a listen.
She said, "Happy birthday, Daddy. I want to give you a stuffed animal." I want you to eat a cupcake with ice cream, and I want you to go have a birthday surprise. I love you, is what she said.
Is President Trump meeting the moment of understanding how the American people are feeling, at times needing a comforter-in-chief rather than campaigner-in-chief?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, I've had the fortune of spending time, our family spent some time around the president, gotten to know him over the last decade. Amazing guy. I tell every group I talk to, I wish everyone could spend time with the guy because you cannot help but like him. He is a generous host. He's a person who loves this country. I think Eric has said it well. I think President Trump said it well. Charlie was certainly the happy warrior fighting the good fight. I always say.
Is that what Republicans need to be, though, more than the way President Trump is?
I always think. I think President Trump is a happy warrior. I do. I mean, everyone likes to characterize him different, but I spent time with him. You talk to him on the phone. I laugh every time I talk to the guy.
But why don't the American people see the guy that you say you wish everybody could spend time with?
I think a majority of them did in the last election. They voted for him. And look. This guy's an amazing president. And I always say we make the job too complicated. What'd you tell the voters you're going to do when you ran for it? If you get elected, go do what you said. No one does it better than this guy. No one does it better than this guy. And frankly, I do think the happy warrior is the right approach. I mean, I try to get along with all my Democrat colleagues. Do it with a smile on your face. Fight for this is exactly what Charlie Kirk did. 2 Timothy 4:7. Fight the good fight, finish the course, keep the faith. That's what he did, and he did it with a smile on his face.
As do you, Congressman. Good to see you, sir, as always. Thank you.
Thank you.